In this video, I'm going to show you an overview of Accolyst. Here is a login screen. You can use your credentials in order to log in. You can create unlimited users in order to log in the software. So when you log in, you can see a beautiful dashboard here, which have shortcuts of your transaction, reports, or any menu you need. Simply you can customize it, simply remove if you don't want to, or you can add. So you can remove any of this shortcuts, and on the left top corner you can see the menu list and you can add more. So this is the total transaction, masters, reports, and settings and tools. So any of this, if you want to add to your desktop, then I click, for example, add shortcut. So it will be added. You can close this window. You can see the new shortcut here. So you can fully customize. So these are the transactions we have in Accolyst: masters, reports, and settings. So masters you can create before any transaction. You can create different masters. You can create your supplier, bank, party, etc. Simply type your name, your supplier name. The code is automatic. All the things you can fill if you want to, and can create different suppliers. Just like this. Whenever you need to modify, you can edit. There is bank creation where you can create your banks. Actually, in number of banks you can create and you can choose a frame of transactions which bank you need to reflect. So that is party creation, where you can create your customers chart of account for any kind of ledger other than the supplier, party, and bank you can create here. So by default, there will be default groups and ledgers. But in any case, if you want to add more, you can add more ledgers. You can create a number of employees by choosing the employee type like salesman, admin, manager, accountant, cashier, etc. So these are the masters we can create. You can create login user. You can give them the username and password where you can allow them to log in with the system. Where you can create your VAT percentage. This is the product creation window. Here you can create your product. For example, you can add all the information like barcode, international barcode, name, any description, group, all these settings, including purchase rate, sales rate, units. You can add more units here, slabs, user fields for any kind. And of course, you can create groups and subgroups for your product or easily take your stock reports. And here we have company information to update your company information, including currency, country, VAT number, number of decimal quantity, etc. We can create batch for your product. And finally, we have financial period setting. So you can edit the existing, you can customize it, the start date and end date, or you can simply create new financial period, of course. So these are the transactions we have Accolyst. We can create opening balance by selecting your existing ledgers and you can add the information. For example, you can choose your ledger, whether it's debit or credit, you can add the information and you can see. We have journal entry where you can adjust your accounts, debit and credit. We have transaction purchase invoice where you can enter your information of purchase. For example, you can choose your supplier, the voucher number can be edited, reference number, remark, report, you can type your product, of course. Simply you can scan or you can type your product to select. You can select your batch, update your quantity, select your units, and you can select the payment, of course, by selecting your card mode. So we have purchase return as well. We can return purchase directly by selecting your supplier by clicking this one. And we have POS where you can do the transaction. Either you can scan your barcode or you can use keyboard in order to type your product. And it is also possible to select as image. You can update the image and you can see the product here. You can simply click and do the transaction. So simply you can click cash button here in order to collect cash. So you can type it, you click OK. So it will save and it will print automatically if you set the format, of course. So if it is card, you can add the product. You can either click card or cash, both available on the front screen. Is delete button, print button, save button, and print and save. And also, if it is touch enabled, you can use the screen fully in There is touchpad. You can use all these things. So we have more options. There you have cash drawer, tax details, price checker, various scale, search bill, payment, return, hold, retrieve, POS report. So this is the POS screen. Now, if you want to return any of your transaction, like sales transaction, you can go for sales return. You can choose your customer and click the POS. Here, you can select your product, customize your quantity if you want to reduce, and you can call. That's how you can do a sales return. So we have many more options like cash receipt. You can simply click receipt, and of course, you can create your own cashier if you have one, or you can create one. So here, select it, type your customer or which ledger you need to receive. For example, for one, you can type. Of course, we have narration, remark, comments. You can fill based on your record. So the same concept goes for bank receipt. Instead of cash account, you can choose your bank account. If you have multiple, you can choose one. Same cashier, select ledger, and type the amount. The difference is here you can choose your instrument type based on the bank, like check, DD, e-wallet. For example, if it's credit card, you can type the number, or you can choose submitted, the card type, of course. Here you can choose which card you need and you can save. Of course, the comments, remark, narration, everything is there. You can save. If you want to print any transaction, it is also possible. You have to set the format, of course. So these are the transactions we have in Accolyst. We have opening balance, opening stock, excess, shortage to adjust your physical and actual stock. So these are the report we have. Ledger. If you want to see the statement of account of any of your customer, just type your customer here or the ledger, any of the ledger. You can choose the template or you can choose from and to. Let me select a week. If I want to customize my filter option, group wise, all, or group, count group, everything is possible. Just preview it. So you can literally print or export your report of any kind, like Excel, PDF, Word, etc. We have different report like VAT report, purchase report, sales return report, etc. Let's open a POS report. It's look like this. You can filter it based on summarized, detailed, consolidated, etc. Let's take week. So like this, if it is detailed, it shows based on product. Consolidated, having minimal information. We have balance sheet, trial balance, stock. If you want to check your stock list, this is it. You can select your product, group, or all. And you can preview it. You can see the stock. Or we can set the level like negative stock. Shows all the negative product, zero stock, minimum pre-order based on your filter preference. Let's take trial balance. This is it. You can either show it in summary, detail, period wise, as on date, level wise, etc. So let's preview the default. And if you want to check profit report, here it is. Bill wise or product wise. If you enable bill wise, it will look like this. Shows the bill, the information, the profit, the margin, etc. We have settings where we can enable, disable more options for your Accolyst. So we have general settings, decimal settings, variable settings for credit limit, net due stock, everything you can block, ignore, or burn. Display where you can rename your field, user fields, other transaction fields. Others where you can select, add more decimal on your quantity amount in reports, of course. And default local settings where you can select default salesperson, cash, bank in a single system. And display where you can change the color scheme. User settings where you can add more privilege for your employee, salesman, whoever handling the software. So you can block the voucher number, block sales rate less than minimum sales rate, everything you can block. You can add even limit of your discount, special discount, additional discount. And so here you can enable print preview for each employee. If you don't want, you can disable it. So everything you can customize here. Privileges. Finally, we have tools where you can take backup Simply, you can choose the location and you can generate your backup. Here we have restore option. Backup you can restore. It will replace existing data with the backup you took. We have invoice designer where you can customize your invoice format. For example, if you want to set it for POS, set the format, you can see it file location itself. So simply you can set it. Change printer, and you can apply. So this is how you can set a default print. So we have barcode designer where you can design your barcode by using visual report, external designer, and default designer. You have to select the printer and select the format. And yes, we have Excel import where you can import all your master data like party, product, supplier, their balance, closing stock, opening balance, everything we can import by using Excel. So these are the masters we can import by selecting the right format. For example, if it's a supplier, you can choose your supplier format. You can design, can customize your Excel columns and all, and you can choose from the Excel and you can map. Simply, you can import parties, supplier, product group, product, batch, slab, opening stock, ledger, balance, everything. And this is a barcode printer. If you created your barcode design, you can select your product either by code or name, and you can mention the batch barcode, unit. Else, you can simply type number of quantity of stickers you need to print. Simply print it. It will print for you. So these are the features available in Accolyst. Thank you for watching.